full and a very thin bench. And a couple of those principals kind of suggested they're nervous about finding um, enough staff when people are out. As I've been in schools the last few days, that weighs heavily on them. So I'm anxious about being able to operate schools if we were to see large numbers of staff impacted. So we're all nervous about that potential. And then lastly, you've heard me say at a few meetings, I implore our community to continue to do what they can do outside of school. I think we have very strong procedures and protocols in our buildings, and any of this data doesn't say the transmissions are happening at school. It's not saying it's not, but it doesn't mean it is. It's so much as we've been seeing, how we all behave outside of work environments, and we all need to do our part, right? That'll help ensure kids are in school more than anything. So I've said that a few times, and I had to throw that out there again. So there's just lots of layers. I think Director Belson Walton said that well, and we will continue to develop kind of that dashboard or some of those graphics that we can put out there as frequently as we can. You've already heard it changes by the hour. It's very hard to keep that up to date, but maybe a snapshot is the best way to describe it. Ron's point earlier about, I think there were 7 schools initially in that list from MBE last week. That list is going to get long pretty quick. As I talk with other districts, we're all going to see that 5 threshold hit. And I think it's 5 in a 2-week window. And then you have to have 28 days of not being identified to get off that list. So buildings will be listed on there for a fair amount of time. It won't take much to keep you on there. And we just know that that's the purpose of that. And really, the more valuable information is probably what we're going to develop and put out there as a district in our weekly updates as well. So again, I'll just circle back to, I'm really proud of the effort and dedication and really attention to detail and follow through to do everything we can to keep our students and families and staff safe. Because we are going to see cases, and if we can mitigate that well, that'll keep us moving forward with learning in the buildings for as long as possible. So thanks, Chair Staff, for letting me weigh in there at the end.
Okay, thank you, Superintendent McIntyre, and thanks for everybody for all the presentations tonight and all the work that went into it. With that, we're going to adjourn. So we are adjourned at 9:12 p.m. Thank you all very much. Have a good evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
I know.
Take care.
Thank you.